I got a comment today on one of my videos, and it's not the first time I've got a comment like this. And it basically was someone saying, you know, you take a long time at the front of a video to get to the main content. And I've had this question, this kind of comment before. People will just say like, you know, get to the main content, stop blabbing. And my response is always like, you know, this is a community first and a video channel second. You know, I like to take care of all that news and community building and talk about Patreon or whatever else is new as part of what I'm doing here. And my usual attitude is just like, if people don't like that, you know, there's options. You don't have to watch the channel. You can scrub, you know, to the content that you want to get to. You can use the timestamps. But I also value any kind of comment like that because I see it as constructive criticism. I don't just see it as a complaint or someone trying to be a troll or something like that. And this is a question that I've asked before, and it's, should I just move to a podcast format instead of having, you know, trying to force fit myself into YouTube? The answer I've had from people before, from people who've answered, mostly have said, yeah, podcast would be better. And I tend to agree. I like podcasts. I think it is actually a more appropriate place for the kind of content I make because I'm longer form. I'm usually more audio than visual. I don't use a lot of supporting images. And in fact, I really don't enjoy when editing, doing all the like little, you know, putting in the titles and stuff like that. It's just a lot of extra stuff that I have to do that maybe I wouldn't have to do if I had a more pure podcast format. I think a podcast is also great because you can listen to it anywhere. It's very portable. You can listen to it in the car, you can listen to it mowing the lawn, while working, and there's nothing to look at. So that's a question I'm asking myself, and I'll invite you now to weigh in yourself. If you've been a long time viewer, subscriber of my video content, do you think it would be a good idea to move over to podcast format, or should I stay here? Anyway, going into September, I'm just thinking about what's that next chapter gonna look like, and I wanna grow. I'm kind of looking right now for a way of getting someone to help me, someone who could, if it's gonna be video, someone who's good at video editing and wants to help me on that, who actually enjoys it. I think that would be a good thing to do. I'm all about, you know, there's this book called Clockwork, and in Clockwork, it's really, the premise is when you're running a business, you can't be doing everything because you're gonna do everything kind of badly. You need to do the one thing that you're good at and enjoy, and that role is called your queen bee role, because the queen bee in a hive, they have one role, and that's to make babies, to make new bees. And everybody else in the hive, all those other bees, support the queen. And I think the analogy breaks down a little bit because I don't consider myself a queen necessarily. But I like the idea of like specializing what I'm good at and getting someone else to specialize in what they're good at in support of what I'm doing here. Ultimately, it's about you guys and making content that you want to come back to. I recently posted something on Instagram, post that says, make love, not content. And the idea there is that I don't like the term content creator, because what does that mean? I'm not here creating content. That's just such a vague general description. I'm here to to share work and share ideas that are valuable and helpful to you. And when I think about content creation, I think of it in terms of like a social media app or platform wanting you to put stuff on it, like illustration or photos or videos, so that people stay in that platform and they get addicted to it and they can't put their phone down. I want to reverse that relationship, and that's why I don't want to call myself a content creator. I am a teacher, first and foremost here. I'm maybe a speaker. I'm an illustrator. I want to come here and share ideas and work and thoughts with you. And I don't want you to be glued to your devices. but I want to create content that's valuable enough to you to keep you coming back to listen to or watch more of my episodes, whether that's on YouTube or in a podcast format. So again, I'll ask, what do you think? Should I move over to the pure podcast format, keep going on YouTube, or maybe there's a best of both worlds that I haven't mentioned here and that you might have some thoughts around? So anyway, that's all for now. Nice to check in. I hope you're well. Let me know how you're doing, and I'll see you in September. All right, bye.